I hadn't meant to see it. The house was too quiet that night, silence pressing down until sleep felt impossible. My wife, Emily, was out of town for a work trip, suitcase in hand, when she kissed me goodbye at the door. She called me when she reached her hotel, even sent a picture of the room. Perfectly made bed, city skyline outside the window, the usual business travel routine. Later, restless and scrolling to my laptop, I opened a streaming site I didn't remember ever saving. The kind of place a married man should probably avoid. But boredom makes you reckless. And then my blood went cold. A woman filled the screen, bathed in soft pink light, dressed in lingerie, laughing at messages from strangers throwing money at her. The makeup was heavier, the hair styled differently. But I knew her. I knew the line of her jaw, the faint scar above her hip from when she fell off her bike as a kid. It was Emily. For a long moment I just froze, hand trembling above the trackpad. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe it was someone who just looked like her. But then she leaned forward, voice low, playful, and I heard it, that exact teasing tone she used on me when she wanted something. Don't be shy, boys. Tell me what you want. I slammed the laptop shut, so hard the sound echoed in the empty room. My chest ached as I sat in the dark, rocking slightly, trying to convince myself I hadn't just seen my wife live streaming herself for strangers. She was supposed to be in a hotel 2 states away, not in some studio dressed up for men online. I didn't call her. Not right then. Instead, I stayed awake until morning, staring at the ceiling, mind racing through impossible explanations. Maybe it was pre-recorded. Maybe she needed money and didn't know how to tell me. But then I remembered something. The chat had used a nickname. Not her real name, but the silly one I'd called her years ago when we were dating. She hadn't used it in forever. Seeing it typed by some stranger felt like a knife twisting into my chest. The next day I pretended everything was normal. Went to work, smiled, answered emails. But at lunch I caved. I checked the site again. She was live. Same room, same laugh. Only this time she wore the necklace I'd given her for our anniversary. My stomach turned. I didn't confront her. Instead, I made a fake account, anonymous, and sent a message. My fingers shook as I typed. Does your husband know? For just an instant, her face changed. A flicker of panic most people would have missed. Then her smile returned, brighter than before. Some secrets are fun to keep, she winked. I shut the laptop again, while rising. That night when she called, her voice was light, casual. Hey, babe, just finished in with the team. How are you? I gripped the phone until my knuckles went white. She promised we'd spend the weekend together when she got back. Her voice soft, tender, like she wasn't living a double life. The hypocrisy made me want to scream, but I stayed quiet. I needed more proof, so I kept watching. Each night, there she was, laughing, whispering, offering up pieces of herself that once belonged only to me, to us. And men ate up, their crude comments scrolling endlessly. It wasn't just her body she was selling. It was our intimacy, our bond, stripped and packaged for anyone with cash. By Thursday, I couldn't take it anymore. I signed in again, heart hammering, and sent the words I've been holding back. I'm your husband, and I'm watching. She froze. Her mask slipped. For the first time, she looked terrified. Then the stream went dark. My phone rang 2 minutes later. Her voice was trembling. Michael, please, don't overreact. I can explain. Explain. My laugh was jagged, bitter. You told me you were at a conference, Emily. You said late dinners with coworkers. But you've been here, selling yourself online to strangers. It's not what you think, she whispered. It's exactly what I think. I was pacing the room like a caged animal. You lied to me every night. Do you have any idea what it feels like to watch the woman I love, the woman I married, turn herself into a fantasy for other men? Do you know what that does to me? Her silence was worse than words. Finally, through tears, she said, I wanted to feel wanted again. You've been so busy, so distracted. It wasn't supposed to mean anything. Just money. Just attention. I sank down, shaking. You could have told me. You could have said you were lonely. Instead, you sold what was ours, what was sacred. She broke down on the other end of the line. I didn't think you'd understand. You're right, I said quietly. I don't. When she came home Friday, she tried to hug me. I stepped away. The dark circles under her eyes, the way her hands trembled. I knew she'd been dreading this moment. But my heart was already stone. I can't unsee it, Emily, I said. Every time I close my eyes, I see you laughing for them, wearing the necklace I gave you. I loved you more than my own life. But you buried that love under lies. Tears streamed down her cheeks. Please, Michael, don't give up on us. I shook my head. You gave up first. That night I packed a bag. No shouting, no breaking things. The anger was gone, burned to ash. As I closed the door, I felt the weight of 10 years collapse in silence. Because betrayal isn't always one moment. Sometimes it's a slow unraveling of everything you thought was safe.